Okay, what are we doing?
Okay. Well, first we should introduce ourselves because we haven't done this before.
Y'all know us. You forget who you are?
I'm Lainey, aka the girl on the team.
I'm Chad. AKA the guy on the team.
He has other nicknames too, but we'll just stick with that. And we are Team Us. And today we are going to answer some assumptions that people wrote on our Facebook, or actually on my Facebook. I just asked.
That was one of the dogs, not one of us, making the noise.
Lucy hacks like a cat. But, okay, so I asked on my Facebook if anyone had assumptions about me or him or us.
Shame on you.
And so, here we go. We're just going to jump right in. Brad Hargrave says he'll play, and he assumes that we are a pretty happy couple, but he knows that deep down we argue about one thing that all couples argue about: what to eat. Go.
We're not happy. Oh, that wasn't like the main part of that. No. Yeah, we're happy. I mean, we're like any other couple. We have our moments. But as far as arguing about what to eat, where to eat is probably a bigger...
Where to eat is huge.
Yeah, but it's because she's like really picky. I'll eat anywhere.
Oh.
Except, I'm not a big fan of Luby's, but it's because it's for old people.
I'm not picky. I'm not into fast food, but we end up eating a lot of fast food because of our really weird schedules. So sometimes it's just too late.
A lot of it
to eat. Well, it depends on like if we're doing a show or whatever. Sometimes we end up doing fast food or like Subway just because we're out of rehearsals so late. Other than that, during the week, I attempt usually to cook at least once. And it's not just for one night.
Every night.
Yeah, then we have leftovers for quite a while.
Which is cool because like everything she cooks is good. So I think we don't really argue about it.
Yeah, no.
If we're gonna go out to eat though, then it's like, well, where do you want to go? Why do I have to pick where we're gonna go?
Yeah, that one's really, really tense because sometimes like if he throws the question out there, it's because he wants absolutely nothing to do with the answer. Like, he's not even going to input anything. And typically, if I don't know exactly where I want to go, then I don't really, really care. Unless, like, I might say I don't want Mexican again, which is, you'll hardly ever hear me say that, ever. But
guys, how many of y'all believe when your wife says, it's fine, wherever you want to go, anything's fine. Anything's fine. They're like, cool, how about blah, blah, blah. And they're like, not really that.
I don't like fast food, and I'm not a huge pizza person.
Basically, if I say Mexican food, it's good.
Loves pizza. Yeah, Mexican is almost always good. Italian is almost always good. Yeah, those two are both of our top choices.
I think our problem is we live in a place where, like, it's easy to feel like you're just going to the same places all the time.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
We blame it on that.
So, Brad, yeah, we're kind of happy. And we like to eat, so we don't argue for too long because we got to eat. So, okay. Okay. Tim Lewis, I assume you both dress up as Smurfs any chance you can. Did you tell him? No. Okay.
He's from England. That's all
you guys may know that he dresses up as things quite often.
I've never dressed up as a Smurf.
But not a Smurf. He has not been blue. He has been orange, but not blue. We've never dressed up as Smurfs.
I don't know if we've ever really dressed up as anything the same, like, together.
Only in a show.
Or Dickens on the Strand,
only
like
in
beggars.
Several shows. Yeah, if we're acting, we're dressing up, and then he does extra dressing up for stuff.
'Cause we don't do the Halloween thing, so, and we don't just like come home on a Thursday and we're like, hey, you want to dress up as something tonight and go out? Maybe it's a British thing.
So, Tim, nice try. Pastor Patty, I assume that you want to break some molds and shine for without the hassle of having to demonstrate perfection. We are excellent at demonstrating imperfection. Like, we don't even have to try. It just comes naturally. But Pastor Patty,
What about molds she's talking about?
breaking molds, that's interesting, and we might need to talk about that. I mean, I've broken out of the mold of the size I used to wear, for sure.
I think one of the molds, like when we went on a long road trip for like 4 weeks, and we would meet people and tell them what we were doing, and they would say things like, "Oh no, I could like 3 days in a car with my husband or wife," and I'd be like, "I'm done."
We heard that so much.
And it didn't make sense to us because I guess a lot of people like will say, "Oh yeah, my wife or my husband's like my best friend." Maybe they just really don't mean it. I don't know, because like I never was like, "Get out of the car."
Right. They're just my best friend for 2 hours at a time.
Yeah,
But
we had fun. So I don't know what molds we broke. If any of you guys think of some molds that we've broken, or like, I don't know, let us know. I'm curious.
it's interesting, and Pastor Patty, I'd love to hear more on that. That was me. Okay, so, Hannah Clark, I asked, sincerely, I envision y'all acting like your life is a musical, like every day, all the time. And she actually, I had to screenshot y'all's comments, but if I remember correctly, what she followed up was what was funnier is that she's thought that before I asked the question about any assumptions that y'all made. We do not act our life out like a musical, but we are prone to just break out in spontaneous song.
Or rewrite the lyrics to a song.
He does that a lot, and he's really good at it. He and Hayes are really good at just rewriting lyrics.
Like just in the moment, like so it makes sense of what's going on right then, but
right.
I don't know if we live our lives like a musical. Sort of. I guess if there's music on, somebody's dancing or doing something, but
yeah.
Probably more so than like the rest of y'all.
That's true. But probably not as much as in Hannah's imagination.
Right.
Unfortunately. Maybe we'll work on that. Maybe not.
I feel like we're supposed to break into some weird song all of a sudden right now.
I know. Maybe next time, Hannah. Charlene Hudgens said, from what I know about you and what you post, I assume you two are deliriously happy. Got the delirious right. No, we're happy too. With each other. Some days that is the bright spot of my day, and some days I'm really jealous because I don't have that and never really have. Charlene.
Charlene.
Well, we are.
Charlene.
For you,
Charlene.
Hannah. And for you, Charlene. Well, thank you. I mean, we're glad that we are a bright spot. As far as being jealous, please don't. Don't be jealous. Here's why, Charlene. And a lot of you guys know this. First of all, you probably have caught on that we're human, and we don't like air our junk on social media as much as we post on social media. The bad days are not on there, and we do have them. So
we don't have like, I don't even say we have like bad days.
We have bad times.
Little
though.
moments.
We definitely are, you know, we're a growing relationship always, and forgiveness is required between us, you know, as often as in any other relationship. Absolutely. And maybe more than in some. And, you know, we were later on in life when we found this. I was single for 17 years. We were in our 40s already.
Yeah. I was divorced twice. A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that. And so, I guess it's not so much that I thought I would never find it. I just really tried not to think about it anymore because, you know, I was doing my thing, but then, of course, Kylan had grown up and gone, and
she decided to settle.
No, it was becoming more obvious to me how single I was and how long it had been and how old I was getting.
Luckily, I was the first thing that came along.
He actually was not the first thing that came along.
Timing's everything.
My point is, it can happen, Charlene. It can happen for anyone, anywhere, and
except for you.
And my
you
hope,
know who you are.
My hope, it's not you, Charlene. my hope and prayer for you is that you find contentment and happiness in your life that you can share with someone at some point. But we are glad that
deliriously happy. I mean, like, we're happy, and we're like for me, it's like it's not. I can't trying to imagine like if there was somebody else, or could there be somebody else? And for me, anybody else, all they would be is not Lainey, and I've told her that before. I just nothing else makes sense in my head.
Like, seriously, nothing in his head makes sense.
I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, we're happy. I mean, but
we are happy, and we are delirious sometimes, and sometimes we're deliriously happy. But yeah, life is good.
We're normally all ish.
Moving right along, Mama Nut says, I assume that you two run on eternal batteries because you never sleep, yet you keep on going.
So this is just a like perception thing that completely fools all of you guys, because we stay up so ridiculously late and still post things or go live or do stuff, and it's like 2:00 in the morning or maybe 3:00 in the morning. You guys assume we never sleep. Go through our Facebook feeds and find anything between 3 a.m. and 9 a.m. Almost never gonna happen. So, yeah.
Yeah. That being said,
if it does happen, it's because I had to pee or something. I got
up. That being said, we are really busy a lot of the time. Chad's business is doing well, and he works really hard, so he's going constantly with work. I teach 4 days a week at the studio, and sometimes we throw in a show to boot. And I have painting orders, and we have church activities and family activities. We both have families that do stuff together. Chad's family has a lot of younger kids, and so there's always a birthday or a baptism or something going on with them, and we love spending time with both of our families. So yeah, it does seem sometimes like we're always running from one thing to the next. That being said, I don't know, me personally, Chad really, really enjoys the downtime. I enjoy some downtime, but I don't know how well I'd do if we weren't busy. Like, to just chill is not really
stuck with me,
in my DNA. I don't know. Like, that's just the way I've always been. It's the way I function.
And I don't know that we're busier than anybody, but like, we're
are.
real, well, maybe. But we're also real open, like, with our lives. We don't, like, promote, like, we're not, like, big self-promoters of, like, our business or buy from us or whatever. We just, like, all of our stuff is really just sharing, like, what we're doing, what's going on today, or something we learned, or something that made us smile, or something we did together. And so because we're always sharing those things, and yeah, we do a lot of them, I think sometimes maybe we come across as maybe busier than we are to you guys, but we're not like overwhelmed or anything. I mean, we sleep. When we sleep, she sleeps real well. Like,
yes, I do.
I everything wakes me up, but she's a sound sleeper. But so we do sleep. She sleeps more than I do.
Yes. Moving right along. Hey, puppies.
Anybody bored yet?
Chill. Okay. So at this point, Chad's dad
we just skipped
came
that,
in and posted a little waving minion, but then I said, "Hey, Dad," and he said, "I didn't post that," and I still haven't figured that out. So okay, moving right along. Jared Mosley.
He just kind of stated the obvious.
Said, I assume you sell creative shoes on Spotify. I don't sell on Spotify.
I don't know that anybody sells on there, but
no, or something.
Shopify maybe.
I only sell on Facebook. I do now have a Instagram. It's not as active, and I guess maybe I've gotten some stuff over there, but mostly Facebook. I assume the guy on the team does social marketing for anyone, anywhere, pretty much. And I assume Team Us is y'all's relationship in social media.
Fair enough.
Good job, Jared.
Way to stick your neck out.
And the last one from Angel Suet. She
wrong.
said, I assume Chad sleeps more than you do. Seems like you're always up. Incorrect. Chad is a very light sleeper, and sometimes I joke with him that he must be a vampire because sometimes I'll wake up and he'll be like, I didn't sleep at all last night. And he can run like that a lot. He stays up. Well, we both stay up late, but typically he wakes up earlier than I do. Usually,
she's usually asleep before I am.
Oh yeah, when I lay down, I fall asleep.
Yeah, when she's out. She's out.
My head just needs to hit the pillow, and I also take meds for frequent headaches that also make me sleepy. But like, I can't even blame it on that because I've always been that way. I can sleep anywhere, anytime if I lay down. So that's just a talent that I possess.
I'm just glad we're answering all these questions that have kept you guys up at night, wondering about us.
And yeah, so
if you watch this all the way through, let us know. I'm curious.
I am curious.
And we're gonna send you like something to do.
We're gonna see if anybody real quick. I know that was it, but I'm just seeing if any. No, she just liked the name. You can't add. Those are all the pictures. Oh. Pictures. I'm just seeing if anybody added anything.
Like in the last 60 seconds.
So. Okay, so there's all your assumptions from that particular post. If you guys have any other questions or assumptions you'd like to throw at us, we'll answer them later.
Open book.
This will be raw and unedited. Chad does excellent editing on video, but this one we're just going to throw at you just like this. And we'll see when we see you again. Bye.